Hello and welcome to another episode of Trust Check, where every week we bring you weekly reports on viral clips circulating on and off social media. My name is Hajara Hussaini. As the much anticipated 2023 general elections draw near, the need to constantly spread misinformation, disinformation and malinformation by opposition parties is expected. However, it is your duty to filter what is correct and incorrect by simply checking the credibility of the information you choose to consume or share with your family, friends or colleagues. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take on the claims. Welcome back. The first claim we take on this week is a viral picture on social media suggesting that the APC presidential candidate met with President Joe Biden in the United States. The post did not mention the reason for the meeting or when it happened. It only stated that the APC presidential candidate was in a meeting with the US president with a picture attached to the post. In a bid to validate the claim, TrustCheck did a reverse image search on the photograph, which revealed the original image was taken when the Iraqi Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi visited Joe Biden on July 26, 2021, a step toward winding down the two prolonged military engagements that began in the years following the September 11 terror attacks in 2001. Also, a statement was issued on November 30, 2022 by the Director of Media and Publicity for the APC Campaign Council, Bayo Onanuga, where he disclosed that the viral picture is photoshopped and attributed it to the followers of Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party. The statement reads, "A viral photograph showing Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the United States President Joe Biden in talks at the White House is the latest in the series of misinformation being dished out by the political opposition. We cannot just phantom the purpose of the mischief and the falsehood which emanated from the rabid followers of Peter Obi. The apparently photoshopped image surfaced Tuesday night on the heels of news that Asiwaju Tinubu will embark on a foreign trip this weekend. Although America was listed among his destinations according to an unofficial report that was widely shared, we can confirm that the APC presidential candidate was in Abuja all through Tuesday. He was in Abuja on Monday as well." Similarly, the All Progressives Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council has denied the meeting, adding that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate, was in Abuja at the time the photo was making rounds on social media and not in the United States as speculated. Relying on investigation, TrustCheck can confirm that the claim is false. The second claim is a message shared mostly on WhatsApp suggesting that the National Identity Management Commission has released an important notice concerning those who forget the photocopy of their NIMC slips in an unfamiliar place. The message reads, "Urgent notice to the public. Sir, Madam, whenever you do photocopy of your NIN or any other of your national ID, please open your eyes and do not leave behind any photocopy, even spoiled copies, because when you leave, they will now use your details to register SIM cards and sell to criminals for their criminal activity. Please notify family and friends to take note of this. People are in real trouble for this little act of carelessness. Brothers and sisters, let us be careful. Share to your loved ones. Human beings are devils and should be defeated. Thank you," from National Identity Management Commission. In verifying the claim, TrustCheck did a manual search on the NIMC official website and verified social media accounts and discovered there was no such information on their website or social media accounts. Other obvious red flags in the circulated message are the continuous use of grammatical errors and the unprofessional way the message was conveyed. Clearly, the NIMC would not send such an unprofessional message. Further checks show that it is impossible to register a SIM card using another person's national identity number, considering the slip carries the full information and the photograph of the holder. However, what is possible is linking an already registered SIM to another person's NIN, which the Commission has warned against, as any criminal act carried with that SIM card will be linked to the original owner of the national identification number. Relying on available information, TrustCheck can confirm that the message circulating on WhatsApp did not emanate from the Office of the National Identity Management Commission as suggested by the author. Now to our segment of Need to Know, we will be looking at the new development from the Independent National Electoral Commission on the collection of the Permanent Voters Card (PVC). With less than 90 days to the 2023 general elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has announced that the collection of PVCs will commence on December 12, 2022 and end on January 22, 2023. According to the Commission's press release, all eligible and valid registrants can collect their PVC daily from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., including Saturdays and Sundays. The Commission also noted that collection would commence at its offices in each of the 774 local government areas across the country. However, it added that all the resident electoral commissioners, RECs, and the electoral officers have been directed to convene a meeting with the critical stakeholders in their state and local government areas, including traditional and religious leaders, civil society groups, community-based organizations, and the media to brief them on the modalities of the collection of PVCs in order to sensitize the public and ensure seamless exercise. Similarly, resident electoral commissioners and electoral officers have also been directed to set up help desks to assist registrants with complaints about their PVCs or the PVC collection procedure for immediate redress. Earlier this year, INEC lamented that more people register than those who collect their PVCs. The PVC is a ticket that identifies the voter, and only valid and eligible registrants who registered in the just concluded voter registration and were presented with the temporary voter's card can get their PVCs by presenting the temporary voter's card. However, recall that the Commission introduced the transfer of PVC locations seamlessly online to make it easier for those who register in a location but had to relocate to pick up their card in new location. Joining us on the show today is INEC National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Mr. Festus Okoye. Welcome to the show and thank you for joining us.
Thank you much.
So we were just talking about the new developments on the collection of PVCs, and we would like you to please educate us on how registrants can get the PVC if their temporary voter's card is missing, and how a registrant can get a new PVC if the old one is damaged or lost, because I understand that there are procedures for that.
Well, the procedures for lost or damaged PVCs and the replacement of PVCs are over. What the Commission is doing presently is to get the permanent voters or those who have applied for transfer or those whose PVCs are the Commission has set December the 12th, 2022 as the commencement date for the PVCs, especially for those who register between the 15th day of January 2022 and those registered the terminal date, which is 34th day of July 2022. And so what we are now doing is that we are trucking in the PVCs from headquarters to the various states so that they can get PVCs ready and move them to the various local governments. The collection will take between the 12th day of December and 22nd day of January at the various local government areas. And as you know, we have 704 areas in Nigeria. And on the 6th day of January to the 15th day of January, going of collection to the 8,000 areas or wards. And then after that, on the 16th to the 22nd, we will move back to the various government areas. And so these are the places where the PVCs will be collected within a particular period. So those who have transfer, those whose PVCs were either lost and apply for replacement, we get their PVCs within this particular period. And that's exactly what we are doing.
So I saw somewhere, someone shared that if someone has a missing temporary voter's card, to get the permanent voter's card, the person would need to visit their LGAs, and if their name is on the registrar, they get to give them a new PVC. Is that right?
Well, that process is already allowed.
Okay.
This is because from the 28th day of June 2021 up to the 31st day of July 2022, that's what we are doing. To attend the 18 registered, those who have never registered before registered, those who wanted to transfer from one state to the other, or from one local government to the other, or from one registration area to the other, or from one polling unit to the other, applied for transfer. Those whose PVCs lost, those whose PVCs were defaced, those whose PVCs were damaged, also apply for replacement. And those are the ones we have attended to. And those are the ones who have printed their PVCs and moved to the various states and the various local governments. These are the ones who are going to collect their PVCs with data.
Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for the insights. With that being said, I believe that we all have the necessary information we need to collect our PVCs and await the day for the elections. While we bring you weekly reports on false information circulating on and off social media, a simple way to stop the spread of fake news is to verify any information before sharing them. Always remember that fake news causes damage with irreversible effects. For more details on the fact check, visit www.trustcheck.dailytrust.com and follow us on all our social media platforms at Trust TV News. Until I come your way next week, I am Hajara Hussaini.